Enemy aircraft incoming! Our team captured the area! The ship is on fire! Enemy team captured the area! Enemy aircraft incoming! Torpedoes! Target hit! We hit the enemy! Nice shot! Enemy torpedo spotted! Target hit! Good job! Destroyed an enemy ship! Nice shot! Target hit! Our team captured the area! Destroyed an enemy ship!
Hello everyone and welcome back to World of Warships Blitz with Terry. I have been playing the Z23 a little bit more because, I kind of want to continue that series and get it done, but obviously if you're familiar with this concept, usually in my first impression videos on this Road to series, I am just playing the ship for the very first time, so I did that. And the ship also has changed quite a bit since then. Because Wargaming in their, wouldn't say infinite wisdom, but in their attempt to, make it a bit easier or something, has stuck 128mm guns on this ship and taken away her 150s. Which isn't necessarily a nerf, don't get me wrong. It's because these 128s actually have a significantly faster reload. And even on 128mm, these German destroyer guns are excellent. So it's not necessarily a nerf. The one thing that really irks me about it is that historically the ship never had these. I mean, it's not that these guns didn't exist. It's just that they were never mounted on this ship, so I don't like seeing it with that. But oh well, what can we do? In the grand scheme of things, it's probably a small wrinkle. So I have been playing, as you can see from the XP up here, quite a little bit in this ship, just to find my final setup and just get a bit of a hang of it. So how have I ended up setting up this ship? I have retained the main battery mod 2. I think I had that before, but I have switched up the slot 2 and 3. So I do have the propulsion in slot 2, and I actually have concealment in slot 3. She isn't quite as quick on the rudder as I would like her to be. In fact, she's extremely not as quick on the rudder as I would like her to be. But the concealment is just so valuable in the early stages. While when it comes to grabbing cups and surprising other destroyers, and she is so good at dealing with other destroyers that I figured I really need that, and the propulsion mod, once again, actually has proven to be more useful than the steering mod 1. So steering mod 1 only gives 10% traverse acceleration, and the propulsion is really good. So what do we get with these setups? We're back to 4.2 seconds turn time, which is not great. Just in case you're not aware, you haven't seen my videos on that, turn time is how long it takes for the rudder to go all the way from one side to all the way to the other side. So if you're full left and you want to turn full right, it takes 4.2 seconds to get the rudder across. Not the ship, that's the traverse speed of 8.4 degrees per second. It's not the turn time. So, which brings us to the main guns. It's the same layout, so the single twin turret forward and then 3 single turrets aft, but they are 128mm. They come with a very respectable 3.69 seconds base reload, and they have retained the fire chance of 4% from the 150s, which is also good. Although, once again, these are German guns, so oftentimes you do want to use the armor piercing against pretty much anything. And the rest is pretty much the same. So, yeah. Other than that, it's the exact same setup, same captain, everything the same. So let's have a look at some battles and see, what I think about the ship after playing it for quite a while. In the first battle, we are on Epicentre and we're bottom tier. There's an Iowa, a Black Izumo, another Iowa, Amagi, Takao, Akatsuki, and an Erland. Oh no, sorry, it's an Akizuki. It's not an Aka. Yeah, because it's a tier 9 battle, obviously. So 2 dangerous destroyer. The Akizuki is a murderous ship and doesn't have to hide her guns. And also the Erland is not a bad ship at all. So we do have to. We're gonna have our work cut out for ourselves. What we obviously want to do here is dominate the center. No carrier, so switch over to the armor piercing and torpedoes on thin spread. And then we're just gonna engine boost up forward and get ourselves into the capture circle. She is when it comes to fighting enemy destroyers, you do have to keep in mind that she is not the most maneuverable and nimble ship out there. But she does pack a punch and can usually hold her own against another destroyer, and the Hydro generally allows you to negate both smoke screens at close range and be aware of torpedoes coming in. So we know that destroyers are in the outer ring, that's obvious. They're probably going to head straight center. There's only one destroyer, I think, only one cruiser, I think it was a Takao. So not something hugely dangerous, unless I'm giving flat broadside and sitting still, or fighting that thing at close range. But we've got the middle ring, so we're definitely going to be first in the center. And yeah, the other destroyers are coming in, but I want to be tucked in behind that island there. And just get my torpedoes ready in case anybody comes around. The other destroyer is helping out as well. There come the Erland. These are Erland torpedoes. Good. Look at how fast these things are going. So yeah, you do have to watch out for the blind fires. Okay, there's the Erland. But I do want to make sure that I'm tucked in until I know where everybody else is, especially the Akizuki. And I am taking fire. Yeah, there's the Aki. So I am taking fire from that side, and I'm just going to once again tuck in behind the island and see if we can take out the Erland first, because the Akizuki is coming under fire on the other side, and the Erland is actually coming my way. There are some more Erland torps. Still not needing my Hydro for that. I know that they're coming. So once again, I'm tucked in behind the island. And yeah, that Erland is going to be regretting very quickly that he's coming around this way. Do you want to come out here? Are you sure about that? Aki has smoked up. So I can probably risk going around here a little bit. No, he's going back actually. Okay, so back we go. Hydra isn't going to help me. I'm going to see the torpedoes if they're coming up. But yeah, if he wants to come out back there, he's going to die. He's probably going to try and get his torpedoes away, but yeah, I am holding that center cup and I'm not giving that back. And you are a very dead Erland, if I have anything to say about it. I'm taking fire from the battleships, I think, quite a bit, but before we should be able to get him down before he reloads. And then that center cup is only endangered by the Akizuki if he comes back to fight. Yeah, the Black Izumo is probably the one shooting at us. Fortunately not with AG by the looks of it, otherwise I'd have lost half my ship already. But we're not going to take any risks. We're going to switch back to the high explosive, shooting at the Jutland right now. Akizuki nowhere to be seen, so center cap is safe, but Black Izumo knows that there are torpedoes in the water, so I'm not even going to launch, because he's going to go behind the island. Oh, it's the Amagi that's actually shooting at me, and he's shooting armor piercing, so there's the secondaries from the Black Izumo, so definitely attracting attention here. I'm just going to try and set a fire and get myself back behind my island here. How are we looking? We are holding, because we're holding the center cap and they are not managing to do anything. We are actually quite ahead on points. The Amagi is still taking pot shots at me, but now I'm unspotted. So I can sneak out a little bit again and get ready to fight whatever is coming back and wants to have that center cup. The Akizuki seems to be making his way back into the capture areas, but he's down to half health. Well, technically I am almost half health as well, and I am still getting shot at by that Amagi. So let's concentrate fire on this guy, because if we get him down, and that is a dangerous player by the looks of it. Alright, so he's going to stop smoke up, so I am going to go full speed ahead and switch on the Hydro. This is a level 2 sonar, bow in. Yeah, there come the torpedoes, and the Akizuki is hydroed, and he's dead. Nice, Cleveland takes him out. Well done, Cleveland. It would have been useful if you had radared him, but maybe he radared at the same time. Alright, I'm going to drop some torpedoes on the Black Izumo, but we've got this in the bag, I think. We're even on kills, but because we've got both their destroyers killed, and we are holding all the caps. Yeah, Black Izumo knows how to dodge torps. He's not an idiot. Or is he going backwards? He might be going backwards and still eat one or two. I'm not sure. But yeah. I'm just going to sit here, try to set him on fire. One of their battleships are all over the place. And everyone's shooting at me. Okay, we still got 2 torpedo hits in. Not bad. Musashi takes out the Takao. That leaves only the battleships. And yeah, they have no chance. We're holding all 3 capture circles. From here on out, it's just a question of who's going to get the kill. And I'm just going to try and set a couple of fires. Ignoring that battleship behind me. I just don't want to give broadside, but we've done our job here. So for things like farming battleships, it's not actually the ideal destroyer, but you can do it. The torpedoes aren't bad or anything, but she's no Japanese destroyer, obviously, in that regard. So right now we're just gunboating and trying to set some fires, maybe, but we're not going to do a huge amount. Our task in this battle, very, very clearly, was to kill the enemy destroyers. That's what we're here for. That's what we're good at, and that's what. Maintaining the center cup is what has gotten us a fair share of that points lead. That battleship out there is still shooting at me, but Musashi takes out the Amagi as well. Nicely done. So now it's just the Izumo, and I'm not sure he's going to run in my. I'm not sure. I don't think my torpedoes are going to make it there before we're winning on points, honestly. But I'm just going to drop them regardless. Sorry, Cleveland, if I'm getting in your way. My bad. Yep, I'm still getting shot at by that, whatever that is back there. And yeah, we're winning on points before my torpedoes can make it there. But yeah, that's kind of what we were here for. And the Musashi has done the most damage, so well done. And that's what the Musashi is there for, to sit in the back and do damage to enemies. And it's where did we come in the team? Let's have a look. We come somewhere in the middle, and that's okay. Right? We've done our job here. The Jutland has done his job as well. Well played, nicely done, and we've completely negated the enemy destroyers and helped our team win the battle. Right, let's do another one. All right, in this battle, we are top tier, and it's a carrier battle. So Lexington, West Virginia, Double Nagato, Prince Eugen, Benson, and Öland. And once again, we are going to be dealing. Öland is a dangerous player, and the West Virginia technically as well, although he seems to be generally more of a carrier player. So we're gonna see if he turns out to be as dangerous as I think. But yeah, definitely that Swedish destroyer is one that we're going to have to watch out for. The rest probably, and the carrier obviously. So one thing, her AA is terrible, and you do have to, and the maneuverability isn't great. So you are a little bit at risk from carriers. So I am actually keeping a close eye to where the carrier is going. Carrier is going C by the looks of it, or it's not even going anywhere right now. So I'm boosting in towards A cap. I don't want to sit in the center. Because there is a Prince Eugen out there, and these 203mm armor piercings at long range can make very, very short work of heavily armored destroyers like mine. So, okay, we're gonna go for A cap, and maybe then either stay in A or skip over to B, depending on how the situation plays out. But for now, I just want to get into A cap. No one's okay. With one battleship coming this way, and. Oh, there's the Öland. Okay, I'm actually outspotting him. So there are probably Öland torps in the way. So I am putting her in reverse and putting the Hydra up. Yep, there are the torps. You do have to watch out with these things, because Erland torps are pretty darn quick. So if you're not prepared, it would be great if I could get a little bit of fire support, but I think my team is actually not interested in playing around this cup at all. So it's just me and the Erland getting ourselves into a gun battle, but this is a battle that he is going to lose. So he's buggering off, and given that I have no support and there's a battleship coming, I'm not going to give chase, because that battleship is heading straight for the capture circle. Otherwise I would have just chased after the Erland and taken him down with guns easily. But right now I'm just trying to keep him out of the cup, because there is that West Virginia coming, and that was the other dangerous player in the team that I did have to keep an eye on. So torps out. Erland should be reloaded by now, so let's not sit still. Oh yeah, there they come, and I think I'm going to take 2. Yeah, I'm going to take 2, but that's why I'm not Damaconing single fires. And Erland now is going to have to dodge my torps, so I'm going to push him out of the capture circle again. These 2 torps I could have done without those, but my Hydra was on cooldown, so yeah, he's dodging my torps, obviously, he knows what he's doing. We're relatively even on hit points now because of these 2 torp hits that I was taking, but still, he's not willing to come anywhere near, and my Hydra is almost off cooldown, so I think he's going to be going stealth. Yeah, he stopped shooting his guns, so I'm just going to get some more shots in. No, he's still firing. Okay, okay. Just going to get some more shots in while I can. Yeah, there come the torpedoes again. Cargo, watch out. The Erland torps in the way. Nice dodge. So, okay, so he is, well, we've pushed him away, and they've lost the other destroyer, so we're currently holding all 3 caps, which means we can do something about that West Virginia there. Let's see if we can set a fire on this thing. Pretty thickly armored, so the armor piercing isn't going to do anything at range. We can recover a couple of hit points. My Hydra is off cooldown, so the world is in a better place, and he just seems to be sitting there. I'm not quite sure what he's doing. But it looks like the Erland is coming back again. No, he's actually reversing. Okay, so let's get some torps out and see if we can set a fire, because he's not looking my way. So he might be running into those. Okay, there comes the Erland, back to the armor piercing. Hydra up, full on reverse, just in case he's got torps away. And yeah, this is not a broadside you want to be giving me, Mr. Erland, because now you are going to be very, very dead. Okay, that's 3 torps, that's a dead Erland, 4 torps into the West Virginia. West Virginia seems to be on permaflood? No. And from this distance I can penetrate his nose, so let's see if we can get that kill as well. Yeah, nicely done. Not quite enough for a double kill, but now there's a Nagato who's also not paying any attention to me, and they're down to 3 ships, so really it's not a great thing anymore. But he has noticed me, so he is turning. Yeah, he's shooting at me, so he's in the full turn, which means we gotta lead the torpedoes, and he's gonna run straight into those. I don't want to give broadside in case he's reloading the high explosive, so I'm turning away. No, he's still shooting armor piercing at me. That's fine, that's gonna over penetrate. But the secondaries on the Nagato aren't bad, and these torpedoes, yep, all 8 on target. Nice. And now he's flooding. That wasn't mine, that was probably Kagero. So he was dodging Kagero torps. It was actually the right decision. If you have the choice between taking Kagero torps and German torps, then Kagero torps are the right way to go. But yeah, he just flooded out, which means they are down to 1 battleship and 1 carrier. And we've done our job. We've taken out probably the 2 most dangerous players in the game, and especially that Erland has given me a hard time. But now it's just down to the carrier, so now it's just a matter of chasing that thing. So the Z23, it's a specialized destroyer. She's very, very good at fighting other destroyers, and with the Hydra especially, and even if it's Swedish destroyers, if you've got the Hydra up, you can still dodge their torps relatively easily. But she is an okay damage dealer to things like battleships, but it's not her primary job, I feel. The high explosive is good, obviously, against battleships, and trying to set permafires if you can, or just trying to get the damage con triggered. But if you get games like this, and you actually get a chance to, to get a chance at some solid torpedo hits on bigger targets, you can do a lot of damage in the ship. But it's not the primary thing. I often come somewhere in the middle of the team, but with a good team score and having done the necessary part rather than the glorious part, let me put it that way. So a destroyer hunter and a ship that can dominate capture circles, that's kind of what this thing is. It's a little bit similar to the Soviets in that she's very dangerous with the guns, but the Soviets obviously don't have the torpedo range and don't have the utility. So it's an interesting ship, and it's a fun way to play, and you can see that she can definitely hold her own against dangerous opponents at tier. Right, that's it for me today. Thanks everybody, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.